let's talk about 6,000-meter peaks in Nepal. I received a lot of requests about people who want to climb 6,000-meter peaks, and they are very uncertain whether it's possible for them, it's not. And today I just wanted to share with you some thoughts on 6,000-meter peaks in Nepal and why it might be the next thing for you. And to get started, let's talk about whether it's feasible to climb a 6,000-meter peak. Talking to many people, they think that climbing a 6,000 is something that is impossible if you are a normal hiker. They think that you need to be a mountaineer to do that. And I'll tell you the truth. To climb a 6,000, it cannot be, of course, your first mountain. But if you are a hiker, with the right preparation, almost any hiker can do it. And these are great news, right? Because, it means that with the right preparation, you can make it. This can be a lifelong dream for many of you. And it's true that if you've never been above 3 or 4,000 meters, you can of course not go directly to 6,000. There are agencies that do it, but our company doesn't do it for sure. But if you've been hiking in the 2,000, 3,000 meter range, with the right steps, you can go up and go for the 6,000 for sure. I would recommend you to make first 4,000, something like Top Cal, for example, of some 6,000-meter peak in the Alps. And then with that, either you go with the right preparation and you can go to 6,000, or I will even recommend you to first do some 5,000, like some trek in the Himalayas, for example. And with that, I'm sure you can do it. So don't think that because it seems high, it seems big, is impossible. Don't think like that. Think like this is one of the most beautiful places you can be on Earth. And if you prepare yourself, you'll be up there. And we can help you with that. For example, this season, we are pushing a lot these 6,000 meters in Nepal. Why? First, because the infrastructure there is pretty good, and it allows you to combine very well a trek with peak climbing, meaning that you can acclimatize very very well and combine it with the peak ascension. So basically, you start with a trek, you give your body time to acclimatize, and then once you are in your top performance, so to say, then in a couple of days you are up to a 6,000 and then back, and then you continue with your trek. And this is pretty amazing because first, you have the opportunity to acclimatize, and second, it's not only about going to a peak where chances, to be honest, are not always the highest because weather, of course, plays a big role. But still, if for whatever reason you cannot make it to the peak, you can make it to the Everest base camp, or you can make it to the Annapurna circuit, and this is already very very big. So that's why we are pushing Nepal a lot. And this year, we are having different alternatives. We, for example, have the Island Peak, which is a beautiful peak that can be combined very nicely with the classic Everest base camp, meaning that you get to Everest base camp and at the same time you climb a 6,000. And this is also possible with Lobuche, which is another peak that is on the EBC route. And it's amazing because, well, you get to climb a beautiful peak. It's a really great combination of ice and rock, and it has a final reach which is outstanding. So these are two options which are pretty cool if you are on the Everest area and one of your dreams is to go to Everest base camp. You can also do Something a little bit different, also closer to the Everest area, which is the Mera Peak. Mera Peak is already a 6,400-meter peak and is the tallest trekking peak that you can find in Nepal. I mean, Nepal has a system to grade peaks, and a trekking peak is a peak that they consider that you do not need high camps, and I mean anyone with the right trekking experience, I mean, can do it without any kind of mountaineering skills beyond, yeah, I mean, basic crampons and ice axe use. And this you can do it is in a valley that is parallel to the Kumbu Valley, so you get to experience a little more the solitude of that area. And the ascent is, to be honest, very very easy. I mean, technically, of course, I mean, you are very high, but I mean, you progress slowly, and this is a beautiful peak. And if you are or have more technical skills, one thing that you can do very cool is to link Mera Peak, so link the valley to the Everest Base Camp trip through the Ampulapsa Pass. This is a technical pass full of ice, and this is pretty cool because then you get to know a valley where you will not find so many people, and then you go to where almost everyone wants to go, which is the EBC trek. So these are three options that are in the Everest area, and for all of those you can fly to Lukla directly. There is also another option which is pretty cool, which is the Chulu Far East. This one is on the Annapurna circuit, and as the ones with the Everest base camp trek, you can do the Annapurna circuit and then climb this peak in 2 to 3 days extra. It's also a very beautiful peak. It's not as crowded as the ones in the Everest area, and it still is pretty, it's pretty amazing. So I mean, what you see there, I mean, you have the best views of the area by far. And these are 4 peaks that this year we are running. And to kind of come back to where I started, if you are a hiker, don't think that doing the Everest base camp trek is out of reach for you. Don't think that. Don't think that it's too dangerous. Don't think that it's too hard. Just think that with the right preparation, you can do it. And how to know that was the right preparation, how to know what are the next steps to make that happen, I mean, very simple. Just reach out to us. Happy to have a chat. We are doing that today with 7 different people. And yeah, just reach out to us. Let's talk, let's chat. We'll share our very honest thoughts. If we think that you're not ready for that, we'll tell you directly. But at the same time, we'll tell you what you should do if you want to make that happen. So just reach out, and I really hope to see some of you climbing your next 6,000 with us. Have a great day.